Hey, this is Brent with Vintage Statements, and today we've got this nice dresser that we're going to redo, so follow along. Alright, 9-drawer dresser that we're going to redo here. Big heavy piece, it's even on rollers underneath. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove all the hardware, we're going to remove the drawers and the doors here. We'll see what we're working with, make sure the frame is good, subframe, all that. If there's any damage or anything like that, let's fix it. I don't think there is on this piece, so we'll move on to sanding after that. We're gonna paint it black, give it a nice little scuff, sand scuff it, wax it, and get it under the tree. So first, let's get some hardware off and get started with this project. Alright, the hardware is off. We're ready to start sanding. We don't need to clean anything up at this point until we start sanding, and then we can clean this whole piece inside and out really nicely, so then we can start applying the paint. So we're just going to do the flat areas. Looks like my referee assistant here is going to monitor my workload here today, but we're going to use 180 grit sandpaper over the flat areas. Then I'm going to take it off the sander and I'll hand sand all the groove areas so we can get a nice scuff. Now, a scuff will do a couple things for us. Well, it's going to clean up all of the dirt and the grime that's on here. It's also going to give us a nice surface to, to apply the paint to. A lot of people skip this step, and I know why. It saves a bunch of time, saves a bunch of money, but by not doing that, the paint can just peel off. I've seen it. I've gotten pieces from people and had to fix it. So take the extra time, give it a nice little simple scuff. Don't even need the sander. If you just hand sand everything and then wipe it all clean, it'll help out a lot. So let's get started on sanding. Alright, the piece is been vacuumed and wiped down. We've got our bare prime and paint. It's carbon black that we're using. Wedge brush. We're going to start on the back of the doors. We'll do the drawers. We'll do the frame. We'll come back and do the front of these. We'll do one coat today. We'll let it dry overnight. Since it's a little bit cooler out today, I want it to be completely dry before I do that second coat so it doesn't smear that first coat. So, let's get started. Lots to do here. We've let it dry. We did 2 coats. And we're gonna scuff this up a little bit, give it a little more of a vintage look. So we're just gonna do the edges. I've got some old sandpaper that we're just gonna use. I'm using 80 grit, so I'll have to go nice. I even have a little 120 grit here, so we'll start with the 120. We'll sand just over, whatever comes off, whatever scuffs up, that's the look we're gonna go for. So we're gonna go with the grain pattern and the wear pattern, and then we'll go from there. Sanded it down, we wiped it off again, and now we're ready to apply our wax. So I had a comment on a previous video of like why they don't like the dull look and why I put the wax on. Well, this is a great step forward to show you why we put the wax on. It's going to bring this back to life. It's really going to bring that black back in, and it's going to bring out all the scratch marks, the browns, and the wood colors underneath of it. So I'm going to compare it to this one when we're done with this one, so you can kind of see what the wax really does to it to finalize this piece and really bring it back to life and finalize that cool look that, well, we always do here. So let's get started. Wax, old sock, we'll get started.
Finished piece. It is carbon black. It's scuffed. It's vintage, just the way we like it. Drawers inside. We think it would look beautiful in any home. So if you like this piece or any of our other pieces, subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook, on Instagram, and yeah, give us a couple of comments. We love kindness. So we'll see you soon.